All right, hello once again. This is Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming, and I just finished video 65. And in that video, what we did was we basically set the stage. We put a validation into our validation both file for strings and another one for strings and one for numerics. Okay, and the program works, except that right now the showAll doesn't do anything. So we're going to make it do something right now. First thing I want to do is when we go back here to our regular program, and we've got all this stuff in here, our output all statistics. Okay, after we do the output all statistics, what we're going to want to do here is we are going to want to add all those things to, so let's just do them, we'll do them as 4 different comments, 6 different comments. Add the first name to the first names array list. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Oops. All right, we don't need that one there anymore. Okay, so first we'll add the first name. So we're going to say first names dot add, and we want txt first name dot text. All right, then next we want to add the last name to the to the last names array list. Boy, oh boy. So this will be last names dot add txt last name dot text. Next we will add the height to the height array list, and that will be heights dot add and we'll add the height. And since it's an array, since it's an int, we don't really have to do any formatting on it or anything. So finally, these are our original ones. We'll add the weight to the weights array list. That should say to the heights array list. So this is weights dot, good gravy, dot add weight, and then we will add the BMI to the BMI's array list. And this one we will say dot toString, and we will make it, I think F2 will work here. We'll see. And finally, we'll add the BMI status to the BMI statuses array list. I mean, if we didn't do that, oops, well, let's put that back here. We'll put it like this. Okay, if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have, our array list would be empty. Okay, so that's first thing that we want to do. All right. Okay, so that's the first thing that we want to do. Now we have to write our showAll routine. First of all, let's just save this. Now it's not going to do anything differently than it did before. I just want to make sure I didn't break anything. Okay, there are no errors. That's good. So let's get down. One thing I was thinking of in here is in these validation files. All right. What we did here is we've got this. Okay. We're adding the error message, right? Okay. We don't have to do this, but I'm going to add this. If, let's see. If okay, first name. If it's not okay, we're going to say txt first name dot text equals nothing. Txt first name dot focus. All right. So let's see. And what we can do then is we can return. Why even check the rest of it? Because it's already bad. All right, we're going to do the same thing here. But if not okay, last name, txt last name, and last name. All right. And then here, we're going to do it again. But this will be if not okay height. This is actually adding. So this will be the we're probably adding a little bit more code than we have to add here, to be honest with you. But I'm doing it like this anyway. So. And I really want to move that one down here. Now I've got here, here's the problem with doing those. With what I just did. If the error message is empty, you know what? I'm going to leave those in there, but I'm going to comment them out. Because there's got to be a better way to do it than I'm doing it, but I'm more concerned with going on here. All right, let's go in and write this showAll routine. Okay, so let's calculate. All right, return to starter screen, return showAll. There we go. We're just going to call showAll, which doesn't exist, so we're going to get an error. and we'll call it from here as well. All right, but we'll write it right here. Okay, so that remove those errors. And let's write the routine right now. All right, this is going to be what we're going to output. So string output, and we'll set it equal to nothing to begin with. And int LCV equals 0, LCV less than. We can use any field we want here. The first one is first names. So we'll use firstNames dot count plus plus LCV. And we're going to say output equal oops. Well, I wanted that, but that's okay. Come on. Output plus equal first name and then a blank space plus a blank space plus last names LCV dot. We don't even need the dot to string. They're already strings. So let's do this. Let's just concatenate these two. We'll put a blank space in between them. Last name's LCV plus a blank line plus well, we need height and weight. You know what? Let's do this. Use a $sign here. We don't need that plus sign anymore here. We don't need that either. Okay, now we want to add to this. So let's put here name, height, inches, pounds, BMI, again, that'll be, hopefully that's already been formatted. I think we already formatted, but we'll see in just a minute. And let's put 2 \n at the end there. Now this is probably going to be pretty ugly because I put it into a message box. I mean, what we could do too is we could come up with a real huge label or a list box or something and put it in there, but I'm just going to put it the way I've got it right now. All right, so this will be message box dot show. That'll be, oops, it'll be output. Put something like that. Message box okay. And a message box, I don't want error, I want it to be information. It's not an error. Now, could I have missed something? Of course, but I'm not sure if I did or not. So I'm going to try to run it and see what happens. I'm going to run it at first and just put in some valid data. I'm going to put in 2 records. So I'll put in here Bill Jones and 72, 110. Calculate, okay. Clear. Oh, I didn't clear that, so I've got to make sure I do that too. Bill's wife, Martha Jones. And we'll say she's, I don't know, 64. All right, so let's show all now. Well, it did show name Bill Jones, height 72 inches, weight 110 pounds, BMI 14, that's correct. BMI status is wrong. Okay, so we'll have to check that. We have to fix the clear. So let's do those right away. Well, there's Martha. Okay, so let's do the clear first. That clear all fields. I don't know where that is. Well, let's find it. Okay, so that's right here. Okay, so that's fixed. Now, where we were adding our statuses, add BMI status. Well, that wasn't working. Calculate BMI status. String BMI status, calculate BMI status. And where is that? Calculate BMI. I hope I have to calculate BMI status. There it is. Returns it. String. That's good. Return that. Okay, if it's less than that, it's under. If it's there, it's optional. If it's there, otherwise it's obese. Return this. Should be putting it in there. BMI statuses. I think I'm going to try real quickly here. Probably what I'm about to do is a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. And that is, I'm going to come in here and where I've got the input and calculate output. I'm going to remove that. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put it right back. There. Put it right underneath here. Okay, so that's back now. Somehow I lost my curly brace. Okay. Clear all fields. Let's put that there. Okay, so that's there now. Like I said, there's a better way of doing this, but I don't know what it is right now, and I don't feel like figuring it out. So get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, now I'm just trying to straighten this out a little bit. So there's calculate from the button. So where's my menu option for calculate? There it is. I'm going to move that. So it's right under. Yeah, I know. There. So there's that. So I've got button calculate, menu calculate. They're both calling input calculate and output. Good. Then I've got button clear and clear all fields. So I want menu clear. Okay. So there's menu clear. All right, and there's clear all fields. There's our return. So we want return to starter screen. Boy, that was a mistake there. Whoa. Oh, Jeffrey. This has got to go. It's got to go into my calculate routine. Calculate status. Wait. All right. Okay. And don't worry, we just got too many curlies in here. We're going to fix it right away. There's that. We don't need this one anymore. And we're clearing it out. So. And I probably should move this over a tab to the left. All right. It's clear. I need my menu clear all fields. There it is. There's my return to starter screen. I also want my MNU return to starter screen as well. Okay, there's that one. Now I need my return to starter screen right here. That's here. Okay, let's find that. There's that. Okay. Now there's calculateBMIStatus. And there's output all statistics. There's our exit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and find this calculateBMI. And I'm going to move that up. So that's going to be right here. So there's calculateBMI and calculateBMIStatus. So they're there. So I'll put all statistics. There's the exit. I'd like to move the MNU exit. So it's up there as well. There it is. That. All right, there's exit programmer. And all I'm trying to do here is just get stuff together that belongs together. We no longer need this string valid because we've written our other one. We don't need the this valid because we've written the other one. So you can see how much code we've removed here. All right. And we've got our showAll. Still not sure why it's not showing this. LCV. There we go. All right. The other thing I wanted to do is I noticed we had a whole bunch of stuff in here that was commented out. And I was going to remove that as well. And I may have already removed it. Now I'm down to 280 lines of code too. So let's run this. And we will put in, first let's put in something, let's fail all of it. So, first name, last name, height and weight, good. So Jeff. Scott. Okay, let's try putting in something that's invalid. Okay. Good. Well, I should be moving that up, but that's no biggie too. So. Okay, if I did it right, I believe I put in 4 people here. Here's the first one. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. Okay, everything's cool. The only thing I'm going to do yet is in my clear routine, instead of focusing it on height, I'm going to say txt firstName dot focus. All right, I think I'm done with this one about as much as I want to be done with it. And we will start something else in the next video. Thanks for listening.